Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the rest portion of some basic of chemistry. In some basic concept of chemistry, I already discussed about the mass percent and volume percent. Mass percent and volume percent, these are also very important part of the some basic concept of chemistry. And there are few more terms of the concentration which we have to discuss. Number first term is molarity. Look at here. What do you mean by the molarity? Molarity is represented by capital M. Look at here. Molarity, it is represented by capital M. Everybody knows about it. The solution. Solution is made up of two types of component. Basically, I am talking about the binary solution. Binary solution, it has two parts. The first part is solute, while another part is called solvent, and solute plus solvent, it make solution. Now, how would you like to define the term molarity? Molarity is represented by capital M. Molarity, capital M, it is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter solution. Means molarity is defined as the number of moles of solute present in 1 liter solution, that is called molarity. It is expressed in its unit. Number of moles, its unit is mole, and volume, mole per liter. It is expressed in mole per liter, and we know that the number of moles is equals to given mass in gram upon molar mass. Molar mass in case of molecules. When we have to find out the number of moles of atoms, then we use atomic mass. Clear? The number of moles is equals to given mass upon molar mass. When we put this value over here, then we get the formula molarity is equals to given mass in gram upon molar mass into volume which is expressed in liter. This is about the molarity. Suppose that in question mass percent and volume, mass percent and density are given. Suppose that given mass percent and density which is expressed in gram per ml. Suppose that in question mass percent and density is given in the solution, then how will you calculate the molarity? Then in such condition we have to find out the direct method. Then in such case the molarity is equals to mass percent, whatever the mass percent is given, into density into 10 upon molar mass. Molar mass is related with a molarity. Listen, the most important and key point, molarity is a term which depends on temperature. Why? Due to volume terms. Those terms in which the volume term is present, in such condition that term depends on the temperature. Suppose that in a question given the mass percent of calcium carbonate is 25%, having density 10 gram per ml, calculate its molarity. And this question, like what are the given data? Mass percent is 25%. Mass percent I already discussed in a previous video, and the mass percent is a ratio of mass of solute upon mass of solution. Now the density is 10 gram per ml. Clear? Now the molarity. According to the given data, mass percent and density, in terms of mass percent and density, we use the formula mass percent into density into 10 upon molar mass. Mass percent is 25%, density 10 into 10, and molar mass of calcium carbonate. How will you calculate the molar mass? Calcium 40, carbon 12, oxygen 16 into 3. Clear? That means the molar mass 40, 12 and 48. That means 100 unit. Now we put the molar mass, value of molar mass 100, cancel. That means its molarity is 25. This is the way how will you calculate the molarity when the mass percent and density are given for solution. Now the next important term is normality. What do you mean by the normality and how it is to be calculated for the solution? Normality, first of all, its representation as capital N, means normality is represented by capital N, and normality capital N, number of gram equivalent of solute present in 1 liter of solution. Means normality is defined as the number of gram equivalent of solute present in 1 liter solution is called normality. Means when we talk about the molarity, molarity relates with the number of moles, while normality, which is related with the number of gram equivalent. And when we talk about the unit of normality, unit means gram equivalent per liter. Clear? How will you define the number of gram equivalent? When we talk about the molarity, in molarity, number of moles means weight upon molecular mass. When we talk about the number of gram equivalent, number of gram equivalent, and the number of gram equivalent means given mass already expressed in gram, and equivalent mass. Clear? When we put this value in this formula, then we get the formula of normality, and normality is given mass in gram upon equivalent mass into volume which is expressed in liter. In the same way, like molarity, normality also depends on temperature due to volume terms. Whenever the volume term is present in any expression, that expressions always depends on temperature. Now, the most important question is how will you calculate the equivalent mass? Because in molarity, the molecular mass, everybody knows about it, how to calculate the molecular mass. When we talk about the normality, in normality, equivalent mass is required. Then how will you calculate the equivalent mass? This is a very important topic. In order to calculate the equivalent mass, firstly, we have to understand the compound. Compound can be divided into 3 categories: acids, bases, and salts. How will you define the acids? Acids are the substances which have tendency to lose the hydrogen ion, means replaceable hydrogen. And bases are the substances which have a tendency to lose hydroxide ion. And salts, which neither consist of H plus and nor OH minus, means it is formed by the neutralization reaction. Listen, equivalent mass. When we talk about the equivalent mass of acids, equivalent mass of acids also depends on the molar mass of acids. Equivalent mass means molar mass upon number of replaceable H plus, and the number of replaceable hydrogen ion is called basicity of acids. number of replaceable hydrogen ion, that is called basicity of acids. Example, suppose that when we talk about the sulfuric acid H2SO4, in H2SO4 replaceable hydrogen 2H plus and SO4 minus 2. In this case, the equivalent mass of H2SO4, molar mass of H2SO4, molar mass of H2SO4 divided by number of replaceable hydrogen, that is called basicity, and the number of replaceable hydrogen is 2, that means divided by 2. And we calculate the molar mass of H2SO4, that is 98 divided by 2, it is 49. This is the equivalent mass of acid. Means the equivalent mass of acid depends on the number of replaceable hydrogen. In the same manner, when we talk about the base, equivalent mass of base, molar mass upon number of replaceable OH ion. For example, calcium hydroxide. When we talk about the calcium hydroxide, when calcium hydroxide gets decomposed, it gives calcium plus 2 ion and 2 OH minus ion. Due to the replace of 2 hydroxide ion, then the equivalent mass is molar mass divided by 2. Clear? By this formula, we get the equivalent mass. Equivalent mass of acid depends on the number of hydrogen ion. In the same manner, the equivalent mass of base depends on hydroxide ion. When we talk about the hydroxide ion which is obtained from the base, and replaceable hydrogen and replaceable hydroxide ion are necessary to calculate equivalent mass. Now the question arises, how will you calculate the equivalent mass of salts? First of all, according to the definition of salts is formed by the neutralization reaction when acid and base reacts with each other to form salt and water. It can also be explained, salts are the substances which neither consist of H plus ion nor consist of OH minus. For example, like sodium chloride, NaCl. For example, like sodium chloride, NaCl, sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. These are salts. Clear? And equivalent mass of salts can be calculated by this formula, and the formula is molar mass, means molar mass of salts upon total positive charge, either total positive charge or total negative charge. We have to divide it by only 1 because the salts are completely neutral. Total positive charge which is equal to the total negative charge. Listen, example, when sodium chloride gets decomposed, it forms Na plus and Cl minus. Clear? Now the equivalent mass, sodium chloride, molar mass of sodium chloride, molar mass of sodium chloride upon either total positive charge or total negative charge. And that when we observe the total positive charge, sodium consists of only plus 1 charge. In the same manner, Cl consists of only minus 1 charge. Either we divide plus 1 charge or minus 1 charge, both are same thing, because we have to use the numeric value, not sign, means divided by 1. Sodium, its atomic mass is 23, chlorine 35.5 upon 1, that means 58.5. Means the equivalent mass of sodium chloride is 58.5. When we talk about the sodium carbonate, on decomposition of sodium carbonate, it gives 2 Na plus and CO3 minus 2. And the equivalent mass, same way, molar mass of sodium carbonate divided by either total positive charge or total negative charge. When we talk about the total positive charge, sodium consists of plus 1 charge. One sodium consists of plus 1 charge, but in this case, 2 sodium ion are present. That means the total charge is 2. and the total charge is 2. In the same manner, when we observe the negative ion, carbonate CO3 consists of -2 charge. That means when we divide negative on the basis of negative charge, then we also divide plus means 2, because we have to use only numeric value, not sign, plus and minus, which shows the tendency to gain the electron or lose the electron. This is the way by which we can calculate the equivalent mass, and without calculating the equivalent mass, we cannot calculate the normality of solution. Now, in order to get the more information, then you do subscribe and complete and get the complete solution of NCERT.